Where the hell?
Okay, so
There it is. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to R is Untitled. I, of course, am R. We are here. We're back after a 2-week layoff because of the hopefully everybody enjoyed their holidays. Happy New Year. This is 2026. Let's take R is Untitled and any show that I support, that we support, let's go to another level by always liking, sharing, and subscribing. Once again, like, share, and subscribe to the content. Listen, we doing it. We provide a platform for people to speak their mind. We need more of that. No more of these professional talking heads, these soulless
I don't
individuals
listen
that
to them
sell out for
anyways.
money. Yeah, they're full of excuse my language, but they're full of shit anyway. This is where the
Yeah,
real is. This is
they're
where real
full of
discussion.
poop.
This is a
I mean,
show for the
seriously.
people, by the people. So let's get it
Yes.
going.
And we need more. I've been telling everybody, and nobody's listening to me. So I don't know. It
No,
must be me.
don't feel bad. Don't feel bad because
Mm.
I've been doing talking. Dom's been doing talking. I know for a fact Ronan's been doing talking. And if they want to come on and support, that's fine. If they don't, let me tell you something. I do this for me, and I do this for you guys that ride with me and whatnot, because that's what's important. You
Yeah,
understand? That's first and foremost. The hell with everybody else. You want to join? You want to listen? Good. You don't? I'm cool with that too.
I
So it
think
is
it's
what it
it's
is.
great because not only can we talk about this craziness that's going on right now, and
Mm,
I'm good with it. Like I don't even care. I hope they all eat each other like cannibals. Really, like
mm.
I hear they taste like ham. Um, but
I hear
but
you.
I'm just over it. I'm over
I hear
the
you.
chaos. You
Well,
know.
let me just get started out and introducing people. Of course, who was just speaking was Miss Evelyn of a certain state, certain town. I'm not gonna mention that. That's up to her. She wants to mention that. Welcome to the show. Thank you for
I live in
joining
the
us, and
ghetto.
thank you and thank you for the support as always. Also joining me, my man, one of the yo, me and this guy got to get together and do some angry stuff together. My man Ronan Black. Ronan, thanks for joining me. How
Angry
you doing
stuff?
tonight?
Oh, can I come?
Oh,
What's
no, no,
up?
no. We. Nah, you ain't on that level. Nah,
I want to do
yeah.
angry stuff.
Nah, you. I'm sure you can, but you ain't on the level like myself and
Oh,
Mr. Ronan Black. We
okay.
we we
Well,
take it to another level.
I
We
don't.
got to
I'm
do that.
not trying
Ronan,
to be
thanks for joining
top
me.
secret either.
No problem, All right, no problem, yo.
All right, brother. And last but not least, the ride or die, the guy that supports the show fully from formerly from the BX, now residing in Carolina, Sir Dominic is here. Thanks for joining me. How you doing, brother?
Great. One thing, this goes out to 701 people, and you know who you are.
Mm.
Woo, 701.
Oh yeah, oh
R
yeah.
knows what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Let's
Exactly.
roll.
Let's roll. And before we roll, he is here, the self-appointed king. Anyway, the bishop, your mic is live. Thanks for joining us. How you doing, buddy? Uh-oh.
Hello.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Here we go
It must
again.
be. It must be the service.
Yeah, it must be. He's in that Mac 11 realm right now. All right, well, he'll join when he's ready to join. With that being said, let's get started with this. NFL Bloody Monday, as it's referred to, and I say even Tuesday because of a certain individual got fired the following day past that Monday. That would be former coach of the Baltimore Ravens, John Harbaugh. Is
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, he's gone. He's a
He
goner.
got
Eight,
fired.
he got
What?
fired. 18 years. Super Bowl winning coach. Apparently the story is, from what I'm hearing, is he lost his voice.
He lost his voice.
Not well, you know what I mean. When I say he lost his voice, I'm talking about he lost the command of the room, so to speak.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
him a
He
minute.
lost command.
Yo, can you
They,
hear me?
Give
yeah, I
him a
can hear you.
chiplet.
Hold on for a second, Ev. Bishop, you there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, gotcha. And also, let me add, Mr. Live, your mic is live as well. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yo, what's good, y'all?
What's good, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Good. Happy New Year. I know I ain't speak to y'all in a minute, you know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
happy New
Happy New
Year and
Year,
all
brother.
that.
Happy New
And
Year,
all
brother.
that.
For sure. Thanks for
Mhm.
joining us tonight. Yeah,
Yes,
this guy
sir.
Harbaugh, when I say he lost his voice, they needed a new voice. They needed to go in a new direction. He had lost the locker room. That includes Lamar Jackson and the rest of the players. They just wasn't feeling him anymore, and it was time to go. 18 years is a long time. It's a long time. So I'm sure he won't remain unemployed for long. That's a fact.
No. Wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers pick him up. I mean, they be hiring people from.
Give it up. Just give it up. That's not gonna happen. Give it.
I'm just saying.
Let Mike Tomlin live. Let him live. Got this team to a 10-7 record. Let him live.
I wouldn't be opposed to Chris Shula coming on as a defensive coordinator. I'm just saying.
Just don't say coach, please. Okay, guys, how do you feel about Harbaugh losing his job? Does anybody really give a damn?
I'm not surprised by it.
You're not.
Either
Ronan,
way, because if Pittsburgh had lost, it would have been Tomlin. So it doesn't matter.
You
Either
think so?
way, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, look, with Harbaugh, you've been there. I'm just being honest, man. Like, if you play for a coach for a long time, especially playing football and the physicality of it, if you ain't winning, and they had plenty of chances to win, man, it gets old. It gets old. I'm not surprised. I mean, shit, Belichick got fired, so I mean, Belichick got fired. Tom Landry got fired. Don Shula got fired. So yeah, you talking about those are some of the greatest coaches in the history of the league.
No question. But I'm just saying, I mean, these are the guys that's calling the plays, the X's and O's, whatnot. They're not going out there throwing the ball, and they're not the ones performing and whatnot. I mean,
that's true. That's true. But again, man, they're stale. The thing with like the same thing, you got people, everyone feels the way about Thomas, stuff like that. It gets stale, and the fan base, if it's been a long time since when the Ravens won. What was that 2013 when they beat San Francisco?
I think it was 2012, 2013.
It's a long time. It's been 16 years since Pittsburgh beat Green Bay. That's a long time. So, vice versa. My bad. Green Bay beat Pittsburgh, but the last time Pittsburgh won the Super Bowl was when they beat the Cardinals. I mean, it gets stale, man. I mean,
it's a shame.
I think it would have happened either way. I think if Baltimore would have won, he would still be coaching. If Pittsburgh would have lost, maybe Tomlin would have got. I don't know. Maybe they, Pittsburgh usually doesn't fire coaches.
No, they don't.
But I mean, look, you got to do who's won MVP. I mean, but again, it's both. It's a little bit of both. This guy's won MVP twice, Lamar Jackson. So.
You mentioned Pittsburgh or whatnot, and I'm going to use this Pittsburgh as an analogy, whatnot, to this whole Ravens thing. You talked about, the length and whatnot, and the fan base. They're pretty much, some of them are rabid about getting rid of their coaches or whatnot, especially ones that haven't really had a losing season. Well, when you bring somebody new in, you think they're going to match that level of winning right away? No, they're not. They're going to struggle.
True.
The new coach has got to find his place, so to speak. You understand what I'm saying? And his way to get them to be a winning team again. So the fans are not going to see what they're seeing right now. They're not going to see a team that's above 500 every year for double-digit years.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
you're right. You mentioned that.
They need to stop that. They need to stop that. Let the guy cook. Let him do what he does. If a championship comes, fine. But if he's producing winning seasons consistently, I'm sorry. I got to throw it out there. It's crazy to me.
Right. No, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. They would call it a lame duck season if he were to retire. So it's I was reading about it, and they said he wants to go into reporting for a couple of years. And I'm
who wants to go? Wait, who wants to go into
Tomlin had mentioned that he wants to. He's not sure, but he might take a couple of years to do know,
TV.
like sports commentary, and then maybe go back after that. But that, you know, he's signed until 2027, so I'm not sure why people want him gone. But me personally, I just think they need new blood.
Be
You know what I'm
careful
saying?
what you wish for.
Yeah,
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 you're right.
exactly. Exactly.
right.
You can get a coach that's like buck crazy or whatnot.
We'll get into that later, but yeah, be careful what you wish for.
You know what
Right.
Just
I'm
might
saying?
get
Be
it.
careful with you. Exactly. Then the fans are
Right.
going to be raving mad when
Right.
this new coach strings along 2 to 3 losing seasons. That's not what they're used to, especially in they're not used to that. So imagine a
Right.
new guy coming in and they go, let's say 6-11 the following year after they win 10-7, or even next year maybe 11-6. You get a new guy that comes in 6-11, 5-12. How's that fan base going to react? It's not going to be
Right.
nice. It's not going to be nice. Stick to what you have, run with that formula, and be happy. Be grateful.
Right. And if he's willing to do it, I say why not? I mean, he's
Exactly.
not a young man anymore.
Only if he's
But
willing
here,
to do it.
can I give you an analogy with Tomlin? And
Please.
this is all right. So he inherited. I'm just using this analogy. Whether he gets, I don't really care because I'm not a Pittsburgh fan. But
Right.
so, but all right. So you look at Tampa Bay. All right, back in the late '90s, early 2000s, they had this Tony Dungy. They built this team. He got the heave ho, and they brought in Gruden, and then they won the Super Bowl like the following year. Now with Tomlin, when he inherited Pittsburgh, he inherited the team that was built by the old general manager and Bill Cowher. So his first year they went to the playoffs. I think they lost to Jacksonville, and then the second year they went to the Super Bowl and they won with they beat they beat the Cardinals. Now after that, so he inherited a lot of Cowher's key players and stuff like that. They aged out. They went to another Super Bowl and they lost. Now he's had his whole time to do that. Now he ain't that different than Cowher. Cowher won one, he lost one. He won one, he lost one. If you now just going by the years, all the playoff losses, they've been in the playoffs every year. They lost to the Patriots numerous times. There's a couple times they were even better than New England and they lost at home to New England.
Right.
Like I have a friend who's a Steelers fan, diehard Steelers fan. The two teams he can't stand more than anyone is the Ravens and the New England Patriots, because the Patriots knocked them out numerous times in the playoffs.
Multiple. Right.
If you're a Steelers fan, you're like, hey. And now you look at the Patriots again. Now here they look like they're on the rise again. I mean,
yeah,
because they ain't going away. They're not going away, and they're young. And Aaron Rodgers retires. And you look at Pittsburgh's draft record. I mean, they're not good at drafting quarterbacks. He inherited Ben. Some of the picks on defense, man. The Steelers have had a secondary issue going back 10 years.
Wow.
So these are things like if Tomlin comes back next year, I don't think Rodgers is playing next year. Who are you going to trade for? Kyler Murray?
Cousins? They're talking about Joe Burrow.
I don't see that.
That'll never happen.
I don't see that. Not within their division.
Burn Cincinnati to the ground.
Exactly. I don't see that happening. Exactly. Nah.
It's the NFL though. It's harder in the NFL, I think, than any other sport because of the way that the teams and the players rotate so frequently. You got to be I hate to say this because you got to be a really good coach to be successful in the NFL. So if you survive 16, 18 years and you walked away with one Super Bowl, you did pretty good. Because think about it, guys. Every year, it's not like baseball and basketball where other than a few pieces here, a few pieces there, like the Knicks, for example, we can say what we want about the guys they picked up. The foundation of our team has been together now for 2 years. NFL is hard. I mean, your quarterback, maybe one wide receiver, and everybody else just keeps on. It's hard. I give Tomlin a lot of credit. Maybe, again, be careful what you wish for. You
Oh
might
yeah,
get rid
no,
of a guy that hasn't
I
had a losing season and forever.
I totally understand that point, and you're right. I think he's probably got maybe. I mean, he's signed till 2027, so obviously he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
How
But
old is he? If anybody knows.
Oh, I
Without
can't even
Googling it.
speculate.
He's got to
Yeah,
be
you
in
might.
his early 50s because he
Yeah, I
started
would.
coaching in his late 30s.
Okay.
He was the youngest coach in the league when he got hired.
So I would guess about 52, 53.
Somewhere
So
other.
you're right now.
I'm looking
53.
it up.
Okay.
He's 53.
He's my
Not bad.
age. Oh
Yeah,
my God, he
he's-
looks a lot.
He was like 35
I'm
when
sorry.
he came into the league. 30, like 35,
Right.
38, something like that. 37, 38, something like that. Because he used to coach with Dungy in
Mhm.
Tampa.
Anyways,
Secondary.
can I just have one question? Two questions actually. I told you about the play at the end of the Texans Colts game. I just want to know, at the end of the Steeler game, does Tyler Loop still have a job?
Probably not.
Yeah, exactly.
They come and go.
That was like, and my question is, why? This is like the most important field goal on the planet. Why would you send a rookie?
Happens. It happens. It just happens. It's
The other kicker
unfortunate.
is
Yeah.
under,
I
think he's
don't
under
know.
indictment for sexual assault. So
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So that was probably karma.
You're right, Ronan. He was 34 when he started coaching.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. So back to the last play of the
The
Texans game.
Colts. Yeah, the Colts versus the Texans. I'm
Yes. Can somebody please explain that?
Like I said, I didn't really have a chance to watch it because of work and whatnot. But I'll just say this: should that coach be fired in Baltimore? Not Baltimore, excuse me, Indianapolis and whatnot. They were cruising along. I don't think he got fired. I don't think he got fired. Yeah, I don't think he got fired. They were cruising along with our buddy Daniel Jones and whatnot. There was no problems. Everything was going good. Daniel got hurt. The team went to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's putting it
Karma.
mildly.
Karma. That's karma.
That's what it is, karma.
That's karma for who, Bishop?
For Daniel Jones. That's karma.
What?
Stealing money. For stealing money.
Bishop can't never let nobody do good, man.
They were on their way to the playoffs before he broke his leg.
Exactly.
No, they were an accident
were,
waiting to happen last year, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
they were cruising along this year.
Yeah, they were doing really good. But
All that money he stole,
new
all that
quarterback
money he stole from the Giants. Yeah.
well, don't blame him.
Right.
Yeah,
Don't blame him for that, Bishop.
He the reason,
No,
and the reason why we
speak,
didn't have a running back. He the reason we didn't have a running back.
he's got a point.
Yeah.
He's got a point. I'm a back Bishop.
Ain't his fault, though.
It's not his fault.
That ain't
The
his
general
fault.
manager made those decisions.
Right,
That's
exactly.
right. And that's the one that should have been fired.
I'm
He should have.
holding
Thank you, R.
Fired.
I'm holding everybody responsible. The GM, his mother, his wife, the dog.
his dog.
Nah, you gotta play. You gotta remember though, with the Barkley thing, they was looking at it in NFL world syndrome. Running backs don't last but so long, and let them walk. I mean, they're front office. Y'all thinking about y'all need a coach? Y'all need a whole new from top to bottom because they've done some stupid shit. They're like the Knicks of the '90s. Serious. They've taken the place of the Knicks of the 90s or the early 2000s, whichever way you want to go. I mean, you got a 25-year span to pick which shitty Knicks were shitty in the Giants, but at least the Giants walked away with a ring. I mean, but their front office, come on, like Bishop said, you gave this guy all this money and everybody else was like, okay, I'll play.
The guy you should have gave the money to was the running back. That's the guy.
But again, in NFL mentality, right? The likelihood of him lasting, and
but then who looks like they had egg on their face after that season?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
but
know it. Please.
you gave it to the guy that was mediocre at best. You gave him all of the money.
Let's
He
let's
was
be real.
mediocre
Let's
at
be honest.
best.
Question? Can I just a
Yes,
question?
bro. Yes, Mike.
So, whose fault is it? It's the Giants' fault, the general manager, the
Mm-hmm.
coach, the head coach, his quarterback
Yep.
coach, the offense coordinator. They're
Yep.
responsible for Daniel Jones' bad play. Now he goes to Indianapolis. Up until he injured himself,
Mm-hmm.
this guy was playing. This guy was on the path. He was a MVP candidate up until
Yeah,
he broke his
Yeah.
exactly.
leg.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're the
Yeah.
Giants,
Yep.
I
I've been
don't.
hoping all season. I've been hoping all season. Fuck him. Hoping all
Uh,
season.
Jeez.
Jesus.
to
Yeah,
Ronan's point about
can't.
guess what, guys? For you Giant fans out there, I bet if the Giants would have gave Barkley more money than any quarterback, let's say, the first thing they'd have said is, "Oh man, he's injury prone." And you know, when you look at it, he was only hurt a handful of games. It ain't like he missed 2 seasons. But the
Exactly.
Giant fans would have said it. They would have said, "Oh, he's injury prone. Running backs don't last that." You can't make nobody happy. But again, to Ronan's point and mine, that shit starts at the top. Daniel Jones didn't go in there and say, "Hey, Bishop, if you don't give me this money, I'm taking all your money, your chairs, your seat." He didn't say that shit. They said, "Here, we're offering you,"
Right.
like me and you and Bishop would have said, "No, maybe no, hell no,
Yeah, that's
stop."
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
In all
I'm
fairness, they should have let him
irrational.
walk. I'm being
I'm
Right.
honest. In all
irrational.
fairness, they should have let him walk because you
Well,
can't
I'm
give
Exactly.
him
irrational. Yeah.
whatever the
Yeah.
market price is. You cannot pay him. Now the Giants messed up with
No.
that. You cannot give him that money. This guy's never been in a Pro Bowl. He never led the league in passing. He was never in the
No.
top 10 in passing. Never in the top 15. You can't give some
Exactly.
dude $40 million. That's insanity.
But here's the
Exactly.
irony to that, Ronan. You let him walk, and look what he became.
That's on
Just
again.
like Barkley.
Look,
You let
I'm not a
Barkley
Giants fan,
walk.
Dom.
Yeah, I know, but you let Barkley
Dayball,
walk.
I followed Dayball, his career, man. You know, there's some dudes who
Oh,
are good
stop.
coordinators. They're not good head coaches, man.
And
That
that's one of
dude
them. That's him.
is a
That's him.
lunatic, man.
Yeah,
I
Mm.
played under coaches like that. You can't
thought
talk to
that
them,
you were
man.
gonna go. You
Go ahead,
thought you were
Dom. I
going
mean,
away unscathed. No, I'm saying he thought he was going away unscathed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a new life. I'm gonna start a new life. I got a new wife. I got new kids. I'm making a Pro Bowl. I'm
New
an
kids.
MVP. I'm an MVP candidate. I'm an MVP candidate. Notwithstanding, there were people out here hating on him, and I'm not saying that I'm happy he got hurt, but I'm not sad.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Oh
But let's
God.
be honest. How much more, again, back to the front office, guys, because they're the ones making these decisions. How much more egg can you have on your face? You let Barkley walk, he turns into Gale says. You let Danny White walk, he turns into fucking Johnny Unitas. And we're sitting here talking about what he did in Indianapolis. Come on. I mean, Ab's right, the coach, blah, blah, blah. But the front office did this. It's like if you put a piss poor show together, and can't none of us hear each other, whose fault is that? You could blame StreamYard all you want, but you're in charge. That's the problem with people nowadays. If you never been in charge and you never had to take the bullet, the sword, the knife for your ineptness, God bless you. God bless you. And that's the Giants front office.
StreamYard do be fucking up though. But here's let me just bring up this point too. It do be fucking up. Let me just bring up this point too. You take certain individuals, and you're not going to agree with me. You take certain individuals, and I get about Daniel Jones coming from the great Duke University, the football mecca, so to speak, of college football. Again, and this applies to Daniel. This applies specifically to Sam Darnold. You have these guys that come out and whatnot, and they don't have the proper pieces around them. Look at the Giants line during Daniel Jones's time, during him and Saquon's time. If Saquon's time, would Saquon have had the same success as he had in Philly with that giant line, not even attended, fixed or whatever? No, he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have.
Yeah, but Saquon did a lot more than just being running back.
He did. I
He was
agree.
capable of a lot more. So it wasn't
Yes,
like
he
he was a
was.
prototypical running back, and they shitted on him, and it cost them, and I'm happy.
That's
So
so far.
Daniel
Yeah.
Jones, huh?
Nah, with the GM,
Yeah.
one thing when you grade in linemen coming out, offensive linemen, run blocking is easier to do than pass blocking. With the Giant,
Okay.
and this is on Dable as well. Is that the first with Daniel Jones, real quick? Daniel Jones should not have been picked in the first round. He should have been gone
No,
somewhere
Exactly.
between
Yeah. Come on.
late
I agree with
second
that.
round,
Exactly.
I agree with
between
that.
Yeah.
maybe the bottom of the third round. That's how I graded him when I watched him because
That was Gettleman.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes,
Remember?
it was.
Now
Yes, it
with the
was.
Giants, the Giants have had an offensive line problem going back to probably issues. Even I remember with Eli. This is 2014. That was the year they made the playoffs. I think this guy's running for his life, man.
Hmm.
So you're talking now going on 12 years. You've had issue drafting offensive linemen. That's a problem. There's no excuse for you going that long being able to grade out offensive linemen. It's ridiculous, yo. And you can't throw a young quarterback. I mean, there's something the NFL, and even that, man. Like, if I'm a Giants fan, I'm just telling you for real, man. Like, I've been scouting, college football. I'm looking at Mendoza, man. I'm telling you right now. I don't know if I don't know if y'all should take this dude because this dude's a one
He ain't it.
progression read,
He ain't it.
one
He ain't it.
progression, and then he either takes off or they're in the RPOs. He dumps to the running back. I'm just telling you about what I've seen. I know they ran Alabama off the field. That dude is one progression. His first read ain't there. He don't know what to do. He's just tapping the ball in the pocket or he'll scramble or something like that. This dude is not going through his progressions. That's what I've seen. Now, you get the right coach, they can fix that. But the product is not finished. I'm just saying that right now. With the Giants, I mean, I don't know what direction they're going. I can tell you right now, if the Giants, they hire Mike McCarthy, man, good luck, man.
Oh no. The Giants should go after Harbaugh. I don't know if they'll get him. They should definitely kick the tires on his well, I was about to say availability because he's available, but just kick the tires on him. I heard
It's
a
funny
groan out there.
before we but I'm just getting confused because unless I lost track when I switched my earbuds, all the shit we're talking about, coaches, why the Jets still got theirs?
Nobody wants that job. Nobody else wants that job.
I'm just asking, man. We went over about 3 or 4 coaches.
Who else wants that
And
job?
all of them had a better record than him. Even the Giants coach had a better record than him.
Who's going to volunteer for that job?
I'm just saying, Bishop. You, which we all
Jason
I think
Garrett.
agree to this. We all thought it was stupid for Pete Carroll to come back, right? Because of his age, blah blah blah. But 1 year, he's like the new college student, one and done. What was wrong with Glenn being one and done? You won 3 games. You threw our season went in the toilet the first 2 games of the season because of your ineptness, not the team. Your bad decision making, and it went totally left after that. I wish Dave was here. He would have tested his shit because we talked about it all year.
They were getting
away their 2 best defensive players too.
They were getting smacked.
But they were winning both games. They should have won the game. I mean, I know it could have, should have, would have, but they was up against Pittsburgh. Why are you going for 2? And then you did the same shit the next week.
Analytics.
Yeah, you did the same thing week after week, and now we're 0-4. Season over.
But look with Dom now. Look who he coached under. He coached under Dan Campbell. That's why Detroit's not in the playoffs, because Dan Campbell goes by analytics. Analytics should not be in NFL, period, or the NBA.
It shouldn't be anywhere, any sport.
You shouldn't be going for 2.
Honest.
Campbell is Campbell. Now he coached under Campbell. Campbell is the reason why they got beaten in the playoffs last year, because this dude does not kick field goals. He goes for 2, which is ridiculous. Or he goes for it on 4th down way too much. And Eric Glenn, and on top of that, at least with Campbell, at least they got a decent offense.
And they went to the
Justin
playoffs.
Fields.
Except
Justin Fields is not.
No,
he's not, man.
No.
I mean, unless you give him a quarterback whisperer.
Even then,
No, he's
athletically, yeah, but
oh my God,
I got to admit,
that's
guys,
what you need. I mean, that's what the Giants are going to need for a dart.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
use
the
that
Giants should hire
forever
an offensive
now.
coach. They should not. They should hire a coach that's well versed in the developing quarterbacks. You don't hire some defense coordinator. Don't. Because defense coordinator, they have this set, and then they don't care about. Well, I don't control the defense. It's happening in Washington right now. Look what happened in Washington. He fired Kingsbury. Kingsbury is the reason why your team was whack. Your defense was trash, and Jalen Daniels was hurt.
And they fired the defensive coordinator as well, Ronan. I think
both
both.
He's not a good. Yeah, he's a career coordinator. He's not no head coach. I mean, come on.
So
the last time we did what Av said, our picked his arch enemy, Kansas City, and they won the damn Super Bowl. Oh Lord! I don't know.
Wasn't the knock on Dart that he didn't have a throwing arm?
Accuracy issues.
Huh?
Accuracy issues, yeah.
Accuracy, mid range, and deep ball.
Right. So let's not get too high because handful of games.
He don't protect himself either, man. I don't know how to slide.
Let me ask you about the new rookie quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. I can't think of his name.
No one can.
You probably can't.
Who, Richardson?
Nah, he's not a rookie. He's not a rookie.
No, he played in the last game. Good. Like, I was really surprised. He is really good. He's got a really strong throwing arm. And he was doing a lot of deep balls.
That's him. There you go. You just said it, Don.
Leonard?
Riley Leonard. That's his name. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you. He's got a lot of deep accuracy. Like, I was like, this is a rookie?
Well, the thing is, that's great for that one game. He's got to be consistent for multiple.
Right. This was his first game. This was his first showing, and this kid got a touchdown in like the first 3 plays.
Beginner's luck.
They had the same thing with Dart. When he came in for Russell Wilson, they were like, this guy's great. Yo, he's rookie. Yo, and then reality set in, and it was like, this guy's horrible.
Right, that's true. They said the same thing about Kenny Pickett too.
This guy's horrible, and then they kept parading him out there like a crash test dummy. He had like 5 concussions.
He missed quite a lot.
He doesn't protect himself. He doesn't slide. He doesn't protect himself.
Exactly, Ronan. Exactly.
He thinks he's Cam Newton.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, okay.
He had. Hold on, Bish. He had not bad. 15 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions in 14 games.
Concussions? How many concussions?
That's not on here, Bishop. I'm sorry. I might have to Google that one.
And they lost how many games? It's like,
well, they have more wins than the Jets. I know that.
Yeah,
right?
they got one more.
Maybe,
I think they got
one more. Yeah, they won 4.
Giants
won 3.
And the Jets won 3. Yeah.
They couldn't even get that right.
And you know what's funny? I knew that they was going to win that game that they were supposed to lose. I knew it. I said, watch them close out this season with 2 wins. And sure as shit, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
I can't understand the NFL. You got 3 teams that I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. Jets, Vegas. Well, 4. No, Jets, Vegas, Tennessee, Arizona. Those guys all had 3 wins. How do they come up with Vegas gets the number 1 pick? They must be some magical numbers they go by, huh?
It's got to be some type. It's got to be some type of tiebreaker.
Well, how much did you lose by? How much did you lose by? Maybe they look at the point differential.
Maybe
point differential, common opponent, all of that. So
let's see. Go ahead. Vegas had a different. God damn. Excuse me. Of 190. Well, the Jets were worse. Jets had a differential of -203. I don't think nobody's beating that. Nope.
Well,
none of the even teams.
They'll get the first pick then.
No, they get the second.
Vegas got the first pick. Yeah, Vegas got the first pick, I think, right?
Yes, they do.
If I ain't mistaken.
Vegas got the first pick. No, you're right. Vegas got the first pick. Then the
Yeah.
Jets pick next.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
And speaking of Vegas, by one and done, Pete Carroll.
Yep.
Well, nobody should be shocked at this. I mean, obviously, he came out of retirement to coach or whatnot. Frankly, the game passed you by, dude. I don't even know why you signed a 3-year deal. I don't even know why
he got how long was his contract?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, so he got some more retirement money.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
why
much.
he came out. He got some more retirement money. I was sitting at home, you know what I'm saying, playing
Fishing.
mahjong or whatever they play. You know? And they offered me like a few $1 million. So all right, no, I'll take it. I can get a new boat. You know what I'm saying? Get that house in Florida that I wanted off the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Extra
Oh,
house.
no.
Yeah, why not?
I wouldn't
This
recommend
got-
is
it.
why,
Here's
Don,
how
let me
they
ask you a
got it,
question
guys.
real quick.
The
This is how the
Raiders, the
Raiders,
Jets, the
because they scored the
Cardinals.
least amount of points in the league.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Raiders.
so the least amount of points in the league, then, right?
That's how they do it. I tell you what,
241.
it's the Raiders, the Jets, and the Cardinals. Those are your top three
Yeah,
picks.
the Raiders only scored 241 points in the season. God,
The whole season?
The whole
Wow.
that's
season.
it, man. 200.
Well, y'all saw that thing I sent this morning in the text, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy that led the Jets in passing and receiving,
Bro,
300 something yards.
I couldn't even believe that, man. I couldn't even
Me
believe
either. I had to look it up twice,
dude, that was you take a young dude. This guy's a stud. Garrett Wilson at the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
All right. One of the youngest, highly thought of wide receivers. Guy had talent and whatnot. And you mean to tell me you could only get him how much? 300 plus yards?
395. And
Almost
didn't catch a
400
ball
yards for the
since
season.
week 6.
Exactly. Wow. Oh my God. That's
Wait,
ridiculous.
so he only what? Say that again, Don. What did you say?
He had 395 yards receiving and
Yeah.
didn't
year.
catch a ball since week 6.
Ridiculous.
Oh, that's complete.
So that was 11 weeks ago that he
Ridiculous.
caught a pass.
How are these people? How are these people? I mean, who's picking these people? Like, seriously, are they pulling them off the street? Like, hey, you want to play football?
Week 6.
Week 6.
Did he play after week 6? Did he get on the field after week 6?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Reggie asked who was the quarterback. Well, you had
a million of them.
Invisible man.
You know what I mean? You had the great Tyrod Taylor, the even better Justin Fields, and what was this guy this rookie they just played the last few games and didn't he get hurt too?
Brady Cook.
Right, Brady Cook.
Back to the wide receiver.
This dude, this is crazy, man. I play wide receiver. I would literally go insane. I remember going crazy in games in a half. Like, yo, man, I'm not a right tackle, man. When you gonna throw me the rock, man? Like, I'm tired of run blocking, man. Like,
I can see you right now on that. Addressing that.
Turn into the Ghost Rider, man. I'm trying to.
Oh my God!
Wow.
This is crazy.
He ain't even on the Jet roster no more.
What?
Can't find him. Can't find Wilson, wide receiver.
Wow.
Garrett Wilson. Damn.
So was he on that roster for the rest of the season? Was he on that roster?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I believe so.
I thought so.
Maybe he only played 6 games.
Oh, that's He only played it. He played in 7 games. That's why. All right.
Okay.
7 games, and he still outlasted all of the receivers.
That's what that. You know what, Bishop? That's even more embarrassing.
Exactly.
Damn.
Wow.
Now that you break it down that way, what did you say? What did you say, Ronan? How many games did he play?
He only played in 7. His last game was against Cleveland. That was it. He right, Don. He only had 6. He had 6 games where he had receptions, man. Like, I'm looking at it right now.
So that means he averaged 57 yards a game.
Yeah.
And that's better than anybody else that played the rest of the season.
Exactly.
That's embarrassing. And this guy still got a job, guys. I'm sorry. No, man, you got to go. One and done. See you later. Thank you for your service. Bye-bye. Give him a Jets lapel pin and send him on his ass way. I don't care who
Oh
he is.
my God.
Give him a little lapel.
Give him a
That's it.
hug and a cookie.
That's what I
it.
got after 20 years. A
Wow.
little lapel. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. And that's it. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done
See you
after
later.
that. Wow. That's crazy.
Just
Man.
worse than the Giants show, for real.
Well, you know what? I've kind of brought this up before. Maybe not on here, but there's something wrong with that culture. It's the Jets, the Mets. Yeah. It's something
Giants
with the
got
culture,
more
though.
pieces. I mean, you look. Be honest, especially with Quentin Williams going and Sauce Gardner, the Giants got more pieces. But the Jets, I mean,
it's a
lost
culture
Williams,
thing, man.
You lost. I mean, you got Garrett Wilson. I mean, you might as well trade him too. You want more draft picks? You
They
might as
need
well
to
trade
just
him too.
they need to have new ownership because this guy Johnson and his management team, they're not on it. They're not on it.
It's a
They're
shame.
far from it. It really is because the
Yeah.
Jets got a really passionate and loyal fan base.
Yeah,
for the most
they're
part.
like the Knicks, you know.
Yeah, but they haven't really done good since like 2011.
Good.
Or 2000 maybe.
Word.
Good.
I remember like 2011, 12.
They went to back-to-back championships.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, remember?
But then they just haven't been good in the last like 10 years.
Again,
but even that, think about the Jets with that, man. Like they they should have drafted. I remember this, man. I was at my friend's house, man. Like we both like Dallas, but his second team is the Jets. I remember at his house at the draft, man. This dude was like, "Yo, the Jets don't pick Matthew Stafford, man. I'm gonna lose my mind." And they pick, and my friend, like you are, he does not like USC quarterbacks. This guy, they drafted Mark Sanchez. He just got up, he walked outside, he took a bat, smashed barbecue. Again, sat down, drank his beer. He was like, just done, man, for the rest of the decade, yo.
16 years, Ev.
Wow.
And the last time they was in the playoffs was the AFC
2010.
Championship, and they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow.
And they went the year before that. They went back-to-back years, man. And now it's been what? Would I say 16 years? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's got to be the longest. That got to be the longest time in the NFL, right?
What?
16 years, no playoffs.
Probably, yeah.
It's lengthy, that's for sure. It's lengthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be
Rex Ryan. Thank you. I was thinking Rex Ryan. That's who was the coach back in like 2010-ish. I remember he sucked.
Rex Ryan was an idiot. I'm sorry. Yeah, he was an idiot.
Like his father, man. Good defensive coach, but again, look at defensive coaches, man. Look, Buddy Ryan had Randall Cunningham. Did the Eagles maximize Randall Cunningham's?
No.
They had him playing with whack ass wide receivers. The defense was crazy, but they couldn't beat anybody. The Eagles every year when they had Randall Cunningham, their defense finished in the top 3. So you're talking about when Parcells was on the Giants, Washington was still really good at that time. They finished top 3 almost every year. They had Reggie White, Jerome Brown, Mike Pitts. They had all them dudes, Clyde Simmons. They would get in the playoffs and lose.
Right.
Because offensively, man, they had nothing. Keith Jackson and Keith Byers, that's it.
The Jets do hold the modern day record of 16 seasons.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
And they keep doing the same thing over and over. Like that's the definition of insanity.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Is the culture again? It's the management. It's the ownership. They have no clue what they're doing. None.
Damn, I can close
even
it sounds like you're talking about Jerry Jones,
bro.
Even they've had more playoff appearances than the Jets.
But I'm just saying though, what the ugly thing is, honestly, is that in recent years, and Dom, you're gonna ride with me on this one. They've actually had pretty good talent.
Yeah,
they've had pretty good talent throughout recent years and whatnot. But they just like the Robert Saleh thing. I wasn't really big on. Yeah, I know, Dom. I know. I wasn't big on that. You understand?
Look at now. You say that real quick.
Yeah.
Look at the consistency with defense coordinators. Look who they drafted at quarterback. They shouldn't have drafted that dude, Zach. They shouldn't have drafted. I remember we did a show
I
on that.
agree.
And I
Yeah.
said
Right.
that. I said, yo, the Jets
Right.
should not draft this dude.
No, you're right.
You don't touch them quarterbacks from BYU. Outside of Steve Young, do not draft quarterbacks from BYU. Don't draft
Right.
quarterbacks from USC. You know, unless the current coach who's there right now, he's really good with quarterbacks. But nah,
Now,
man.
why do you say that?
Well, because there's a history. If you look at specific college teams, they produce a certain amount of players. USC, if outside of Carson Palmer, they do not have a good track record of quarterbacks in the NFL. Ohio State, up until C.J. Stroud, they didn't have a good track record with quarterbacks in the NFL. And that's just something that's happened over the years. Like with Penn State, I wouldn't draft a quarterback from Penn State either. I'll draft a running back. I'll draft linebackers from Penn State. I even draft
What about Pitt?
It's been a long time. You go back to Dan
They
Marino.
need to stay away from college teams with blue and
You
white.
didn't say anything.
If the college team colors is blue and white, stay away from them.
I'll tell you this. I'm going to give you a crazy take. I felt honestly that this guy could have been a good quarterback for the Jets. They should, when he was and he was a former Jet. No.
Yeah, he's been very successful since he left the Jets.
As a matter of fact, I think he put together in 2 different seasons of 13 or 14 wins
with Carolina and Seattle, right?
Seattle.
Yeah, Didn't he play for Carolina at one point?
No, did he?
Yeah, he was on Carolina.
Okay, but it was for Minnesota and Seattle.
Yeah, last year.
Minnesota. Okay, I forgot Minnesota. So
and he puts up, and when he has the proper pieces around him, he puts up decent numbers.
Yeah,
he really does. But that's my thing with the Jets. Again, you have a guy that could be talented, but you're not surrounding him with what he needs to be successful, and that includes coordinators, the coordinator and the offensive staff.
Yeah. But you look at the ownership, man. Wasn't there a story last year, man, with Woody Johnson, with his son said, "Don't trade for this dude because his ratings are Madden."
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh my God, yo, come on, man. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's shit like that, bro. Come on.
It's funny with Darnold, guys. He threw for 4,300 yards with Minnesota and 4,100 yards this year. And Seattle. I think Seattle had the best record, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
They did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Them in New England, I think.
Yeah.
And Denver, 14-3.
No, it's actually Denver and Seattle.
Yeah.
They're the top seeded.
Yeah.
In their conferences.
And it's funny, to Ronan's point, we did have one good quarterback recently come out of USC. The kid on the Bears.
You know what? I'm still kind of, I don't know,
iffy on him. I know you was gonna say that, R. But I'll tell you what, he had a pretty good year, man.
He did. I'm not gonna deny that. But
that's
I'm still
a tough
kinda,
division. They took first place.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I mean,
I'm shocked.
In his second year?
Shocked. Yeah, I'm shocked. I ain't gonna front, but I'm still iffy. I'll give his credit, but I'm still iffy.
USC.
I'm from Missouri.
Didn't he win the Heisman?
I think he did. If I'm not mistaken,
sure.
I think he did. Yeah.
So you're a Chiefs fan then, right?
Who?
You said you're from Missouri.
Don't start no stuff. Don't start no stuff. All right? Don't start no stuff. All right. I got him to calm down on that. Don't start no nonsense. Okay. All right. Let's not do that.
I'm just saying. I'm from Pittsburgh, so
nah. You gotta prove me wrong. This guy Caleb. I don't know.
He's a Seattle fan.
You know what I'm saying?
So I just have a quick question. This is off of the what if God, I mean, I'm not claiming it, but if the Steelers win against the Texans next week, is it next Sunday?
Is it against the Texans?
I believe they're going against the Texans. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I thought they were going to.
So you were saying like
they play Houston.
Okay,
Yeah.
they could win that game. They could win that.
Okay,
They play Monday night.
Nice.
Yeah, 8:20, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
8:15.
8:15.
So just curious, who would they go to next if they
Denver.
won that?
Denver.
Yeah, Denver.
Oh, well.
Well, listen. Take the one victory that they will get.
Yeah, one step at a time, damn it.
Yeah, take the
Carolina's
victory.
in the playoffs.
And how about that? Yo, how did 8 and
He
9?
looked really
8
good.
9?
They
were
looked
3
really
teams that were 8 and 9. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Somebody had to go. Somebody had to go.
Yeah. I think some magic numbers with Carolina came out on top, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence.
They're in.
Really
they're
good.
They're in.
I mean, his long face just got him through all that.
I think I might convert. I might convert, man. I might actually become a Panthers fan next year.
You might become a fan of who?
The Panthers.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
I'm just saying, I might convert.
It's crazy down here. Like everybody with all of their Panthers gear.
Yeah, I got it.
You would think,
stop.
You would think that they go into the. It's like, yo, it's been how many years? That's cool, but you're going to get blasted. You're going to get blasted.
A lot
I'm pulling for them. No, I gotta pull for them, man. You know what? Again, I've been this everywhere I went. I've always had a soft spot for the team that was there, except the Cowboys. When I was in Texas, I just couldn't find myself. Nothing against Ronan, that's my boy, but I could never find myself rooting for the Cowboys. Every other place I've been, Carolina, Georgia,
right?
You know, we didn't have no teams in Germany and Korea, Afghanistan, and Iraq, but every state I went to in the U.S., I kind of pulled for their team. Again, guys, every year because of my laziness, I wait so long to get the salute to service, hoodies, hats, and all that shit, that I have to end up going to Dick's, and the only team they have is the Panthers. And I still have my Cam Newton jersey, and
Well,
I'm leaning, man.
The Panthers used to be hot when they had Cam Newton.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Yes,
Not
I was
deny that.
They should have
running
kept
back.
him.
Yeah.
And then but then Cam Newton became about something else.
Yeah, we see that. But anyway, on to the next one.
Right.
I still love him, man. He was a great quarterback.
Right. Let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. Let's get into this.
Mr. Live is here.
He's still here. He ain't want no commentary on the football, I guess.
I don't blame him. We took too long on that shit.
It's all good.
What up, Live?
That
What happened, Live?
I think he got knocked off.
He's trying to get his onesie on.
Hey, don't knock it. I have a body condom too.
Now this could be a lengthy conversation right here.
No, Bishop will make it lengthy, but I'm in for it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The New York
Now, I
Knicks.
was listening to y'all, man. Again, man, you know how I feel about the football, man. But that was very entertaining.
Okay, thank you, brother. The New York Knicks and the Jason Brunson Conundrum. Now, go ahead, Bishop. I'm gonna give you the floor because I heard you go.
No, that's just me. That's me. I'm gonna just sit back and listen, yo. And just
okay.
my ass off, yo.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Okay.
Yeah. So the problem, and I love Jalen Brunson. But the problem people are going to start asking is, does he make his teammates better? And the problem that we have at this point is he's willing to sacrifice wins and losses as long as he gets numbers. So you can take 24 shots a game and have 0 assists. The team gets blown out, and you cool. Because you can say all you want. You want to win, you want to win, you want to win. But I'm looking at your actions. So you can keep saying all the right things and doing all the wrong things. It's like you had the 24 points off of 21 shots. Your starting center, the number 2 option, had 4 for 3, 3 for like 5 or something like that.
Yeah, he took 6 shots. Took 6 shots.
And he played 30-something minutes.
Yeah.
OG Anunoby took 4 shots, and he played 30-something minutes. So what that says to me is the other team wasn't defending that well. You just decided that your offense was more important than everybody else's. And then after that game, the coach, he said, "Hey, we got to play more as a team. We got to play more as a team out there, and we got to. Some guys are trying to do too much. So I got to think everybody's seeing it. Everybody's seeing it, and it's like Brunson is more than capable of playing the right way. He's more than capable. He's just choosing to play the way that he wants to play, and it's not working. It's not working. So something's got to give. And I'm not saying trade Brunson. I'm saying like somebody's got to sit down and be honest and be like, hey, you if you want us to win, you can't be the one taking 20 shots a game. You can't be the one taking 20 shots a game. You need to go watch some old Pistons footage where you would see like Isaiah Thomas capable of scoring 30 points a night. But you know what? For the benefit of the team, let's get Adrian Dantley. Let's get Mark Aguirre. Let's get Vinny Johnson. Let's get Dumars. Let's get all of these guys involved. And then I'll step in the late third quarter, sometime in the fourth quarter, and still finish with my numbers. And he doesn't do that. He wants to be the guy in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter. And it's crazy because when Mike Brown brings in Kolick, the offense starts moving. The ball moves. And it's like, dude, you don't see what's going on here? Like he's passive aggressively showing you out because you're bringing in a second-year point guard who clearly shouldn't really be getting that much playing time like that to show you that you need to move the ball and utilize your teammates. And that's crazy to me. It's crazy. But that's the problem that we're having right now. And everybody can say, well, Cat this, Cat that. When Cat is involved in the offense and he's playing, he ain't doing a lot of that stupid stuff, foul baiting and all of that. He's not doing that. We've seen games where it's like, well, if he do this all the time, then we wouldn't have this problem. And it's only when he's standing around spectating that he becomes that Egg McMuffin Cat.
Yeah. But you know what? It Bishop's done. It started from the beginning. Because again, Karl Anthony Towns with the pouted from day one. When Mike Brown, the new magical magician, said the one person that's going to have to sacrifice the most on this team is Karl Anthony Towns. And when he was asked that question, he put his head down, blah, 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 blah. So now that you're being asked to sacrifice, are you going to pout? Are you going to flail around the court all day? And ironically, is the coach going to watch this shit? Or have we been sold a bag of goods when the ball was moving? Again, guys, it has nothing to do. Get away from what the other coach was. It has nothing to do with that. I told you all when we got this guy. The song and dance that he gave us didn't match the song and dance of what he's ever done. But it looked good in the beginning. But now we're sitting here saying, Brunson, Cat. I heard something really weird, guys, and I'll let y'all chime in after this. They had this conversation on, I think it's like the 4 o'clock show, Bishop, on Sirius XM. They asked the question, do the Knicks have a construction problem? The way the team is constructed. I'll let y'all answer that. I just happen to be listening, and I'm thinking, you know, how do we expect Karl Anthony Towns, and I know I tease him a lot, guys, but how do we expect Karl Anthony Towns to be something he's never been? He comes to the Knicks, you want him to play center. To his own self, he didn't want to play center. I bring this up all the time, guys. The Minnesota Timberwolves bankroll 5 years of their picks to get a center because this guy could not play center. They went to the conference finals with that combination. And guess what? They traded Towns and they went to the conference finals again without Towns. I'm not saying he's the problem, guys. But sooner or later, you got to sit back and say, again, the question that they asked on Sirius XM to you guys, is it a construction problem? Do we have too many like items? Do we have, again, to Bishop's point, and he's correct. I know what Av is saying, but you can't have somebody that's dominating the ball that much. Here's the trick, guys. We had pace and space the first 5 games of the year. We are now the 5th slowest team in the NBA. Why is that? Because we bring the ball up court, dribble, a pass here, a pass there, and we're shooting 43 threes a night. That's why our pace, and that's why we're so slow, because we have no rhythm no more. To Bishop's point, again, if you got this one, and I'm not blaming Brunson, fellas, I'm going to stop after this, but when you have a guy, and we're all watching the same game, he's very ball dominant. So when he passes the ball, how much time is on the clock? What kind of cockeyed shot does the poor guy have to take if it's not him taking the shot?
Yeah, the only person who gets good shots off of Brunson passes is Josh Hart. That's it. He doesn't even hook up.
That's because nobody play on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Nobody see that motherfucker up.
He doesn't even hook Bridges up. And Bridges has a great mid-range game.
Right.
And he don't even hook his boy up.
So can we take it back to RJ, Brunson, and Randall?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So what has looked different with the construction of with them with 2 dominant scorers on the team? Right? Nothing. Neither coach has implemented a system that everybody thrives in. Okay.
I missed that part live.
I said neither coach has implemented a system that multiple players thrive in.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
okay, you understand what I'm saying?
Well, let him finish. Let him finish first, Bishop.
Okay, so yeah, so you know where do we see the other day? If y'all saw the 76ers game, I mean Maxey, Edgecombe, and who was in the corner? Because they ran the same play 8 times. I counted.
Paul George.
I count. Yeah. I counted it. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Paul George. I counted it. You understand what I'm saying? And for each counter, they had another counter. If you lock up, if you high hedge the ball, then I'm gonna throw it in the corner. And for Paul George, they did that 3 times successfully.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? When they started playing the passing lane to Paul George, the next counter was whoever was playing power forward. That went down to them because the dude that was covering the power forward had to cover Paul George in the passing lane. So these motherfuckers had a counter for one play. They had a counter for 3 and 4 different people in that system.
So when you that's
never
excellent.
had that.
But I'm saying that's excellent analysis that you're giving. It's excellent because when Brunson was hurt and they were moving the ball and everybody was eating, that's the way the Knicks are supposed to be playing, and that's the system that the coach has implemented. But it seems like for some strange reason, they've allowed Brunson to come down and dominate the ball and do this footwork. It's like, I'm not saying he's an effective scorer, but he's got to pick and choose his spots better. It can't be this when they put 6, 7 guys on me. It doesn't matter what else is going on. I got to prove that I can score.
Let's go back to Dome.
Hold on, live. Let me just interrupt you guys. Let me bring this gentleman because I see he's holding his head. He's got some stuff to get off his. He's got some stuff he needs to get off his chest. Live, your mic is live. I was trying to check for you guys earlier tonight, but I guess you guys didn't come on with the fan forum.
I know.
We will be on directly after the game for a live post game, and then I have to do double duty because I have to leave that so that I can do Nixon-ish right after, about 30 minutes afterwards. So I'm going to be a very busy man. So I didn't know I was going to be on here. I know I was going to show some love, but I'm scratching my head because I'm hearing Bishop talking about Jalen. Like, Jalen is the problem. Look, a lot of the things that he said about Jalen, there's some of that shit is true. It's absolutely true because Jalen does play a specific style and a specific kind of what just happened. Oh, Trae Young just got traded to the Wizards for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. Nice.
Okay.
Damn.
Wow.
That's old food stamp. That's the blue and brown food stamp trade off. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to my boy Mike over at Pudgy Boy Sports. He put me on. If the Wizards get better and they start to elevate their record, their draft pick becomes ours, and we have 2 first-round picks this year. Theirs and ours, but that's neither here nor there. But back to this talk about Jalen, and I'm not going to be like talking about, oh, Jalen, you can't talk bad about Jalen. There are some things about him that I don't like. Chuck Mangione.
But the reality is that can it just be the fact that the Knicks are having the problems that they're having because they're not getting back on defense? It's everything that Dom just said a little while ago about the pace. The pace isn't really that much faster, and this freaking doctrine of shooting 43s a night. By whether you're making them or not, as long as you're hitting 40, you're at least we're making the coach happy. I mean, that on top of the fact that Dom has told me this over and over and over again. Sometimes I want to deny it. Sometimes I'm agreeing with him, but it is a known fact. Isn't it freaking kind of ironic that our 2 best offensive players are our worst 2 defensive players, and we have to sub them in and out constantly? But I don't see that as the reason as well. This, because of Jalen, guys are not eating, guys are not producing. Guys are not producing because guys are not producing. They're just standing around the other 3-point line, hoping that that they get left open long enough for them to take a 3, so that way they can make the coach happy. That's what's really happening. They're predictable to defend. They're very easy to keep out of the paint at the point. And if you keep them off the glass, as long as you keep Mitch and Cat out of the paint, you win the game. And you can win decisively. That's what happened with San Antonio. That's what happened with Atlanta. That's happened with Philadelphia. That just happened the other night with Detroit. And LA was doing that for about 2.5 quarters just tonight. And, shit just caught up to them. But LA is also a very bad team in comparison to the other teams I just mentioned. The reality is that I don't see how you can put all this on Jalen. You can't. When you have Karl Anthony Towns not doing what he's supposed to be doing. I mean, he's shooting the worst of his career. He's averaging the worst of his career. And given, rebounding and everything is a little bit up, in comparison. But it goes back to what Dob has been saying for a while. We brought him to play a role that he is not used to playing, yet he's still kind of playing a stretch 4-5 role. But then we're asking him to play center and guard the other team's big man. It's not going to happen. That's not who he is. If you're going to say there's a problem, I say the Knicks lack size, especially at the 3 and the 4.
Yes.
They lack size definitely off the bench. And, I mean, it would be nice if you had one guard that was 6'5" and taller. It would be nice. But we don't have that. Everybody is 6'4" and below, just about in almost every single position except for OG Anunoby. And that's what I see. They're getting outmatched. They're getting out hustled. They're getting outpaced to death, especially when you're talking about teams that have been running the up and down game a lot longer, a lot more efficiently, and they've been together for a lot longer.
Sorry about that, Av. My bad.
So when you look at what I'm saying is if some of that energy that you're using on offense was focused on putting a better effort on defense and getting 20 points a game and 10 assists a game, the team
but that's never been his game, Bishop. You know that about him. That's never been his game.
I'm talking about Brunson.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
but that's not his game.
No, that's got to be his game if he's serious about winning. That's got to be his game. You got talent on this roster. You got to utilize your talent. You're not a one-man band. You got to utilize your talent. You got scorers on this team.
Right, but let me say one thing real quick. This is the reason Av and Steve call me Nostradamus or Domstress, whatever the fuck they call me. Me and Av had a conversation on their other show the other day. It's not hard to figure out. The 76ers, who I've been saying all year, have the best point guards, have the best guard combination in the NBA.
Yeah, they got the best backcourt,
absolutely.
So what did they do? They run the ball down your throat. And guess what? As much action as they're giving you, when they came back on defense, what were they doing? La da 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 da. Because all the Knicks do is dribble, 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 couple of passes, maybe shoot a three. I told Av, fast forward to the next game when they have to play Detroit, who are physical, big, defensive minded. I won't even blame the Knicks. Nobody could stop Cunningham. If y'all haven't realized, this dude makes basketball look easy. But the Sixer game was the most ironic one, especially to Av's point with size. The Knicks tried everybody on that rookie Edgecombe, and nobody could stop him.
Yeah, but the problem that I'm saying, it's not like he was bigger than the Knicks guards.
No, he was faster.
It's just
ridiculously faster.
Ridiculously faster.
So when you if you remember like when the Detroit Pistons used to play Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars in the backcourt, depending on what team they played, they had a different focus. So if they played a team that had good guard play, then they were super connected defensively. Like they made it as hard as possible for that guard to score or for that combo to score. If they played a team with like bigs, they assisted and gave the bigs help. You know what I mean? Like, so if the big man was mobile, they would come and hedge and kind of like poke at the ball. And so they made it a priority. They made it a priority to put extra effort in depending on who they were playing.
Bishop, but you do understand that you're talking about 80s basketball versus 2020s basketball.
No, it's still the same logic as what I'm saying. You have to look at.
I understand,
but they're just not doing it no more, Bishop. Defense is out the window now.
None of that exists anymore.
But if you want to win games and you're serious about winning a
Bishop, no one's going to disagree No one's going to disagree with that one. You are absolutely 100%, 1,000% correct. But no one is. They haven't played that style of basketball in what 20 years, maybe.
I'm not saying they got to go back to that style. What I'm saying is you got to put forth an effort defensively, and that goes for everybody. I watched the Spurs game. And I was laughing when Live was giving that analysis because the Spurs did the same exact thing. What they did was they had De'Aaron Fox go off a pick and roll. They ran a double pick and roll so that they could get him matched up with Cat. And Cat kept doing the same thing, backing up, giving ground. And then Fox was just coming in and teardropping it, floaters.
Yeah.
Easy floaters. They did it about 12 times. I'm like, at some point, get a foul. Get a foul.
I kept telling y'all guys.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Your best two offensive players are your two worst defensive players.
Right. And that's because there's no effort being put there. Because defense is effort.
Defense is effort. I am with you on that. But if you look at the NBA today, and I told Av this shit for years now, it's an offensive-driven league. There's one team in the NBA holding an opponent under 110 points.
That's the standard.
City at 107. Nobody
that's the standard now.
Averaging less than 110 points, giving up. It's an offensive. And guess where your points are coming from?
The 3-point line.
So do we got a Brunson problem? So is that
I think we
it's
have
not a Brunson problem.
So
we have an identity problem.
Nobody's identifying this shit.
When you play.
I thought that's what I was describing. I was like, we go back to Randall.
So when you
go back to Randall and RJ about the identity.
When you play 34 minutes, as an NBA point guard. You have 23 shots, and you have 23 points off of 24 shots.
Yeah, that's
21 shots.
That's ineffective.
You have 0 assists, and you're the starting point guard. That's a problem. There's been
I'm not saying that man ain't Chuck Mangione. I've been calling him that for 3 years.
Hold on.
I've been calling him that for 3 years now. But I'm saying is he the problem?
No, he's not the problem because remember how assists are counted. You have to understand how assists are counted. The assist only counts if you pass the ball and your teammate makes a shot. If he passes the ball, but he is passing the ball because don't tell me that his defenders are not getting the ball out of his hands. They're just not doing shit with it once they get it.
But I agree. I agree with that.
But I'll be honest, and this is hard for me to agree with Bishop because we hate each other.
Right.
I gotta give Bishop credit because if your whole guys, what's his name, took 17 shots, had 29 points, and still had 13 assists. Cade Cunningham.
Yep.
You're holding the ball too long, man. Come on. If this ain't reminiscent of the guy that's playing against the Knicks tonight, James Harden, to dribble, taking the air out the ball, and then expect a miracle with 4 seconds on the shot clock, there's a reason you didn't have one assist.
Right.
Honestly, guys, and I'm not picking on nobody.
And
honestly.
they're conceded the game already. That's fun. They're conceding it.
The Clippers
conceding the game already. They're down by 12 points with 1:32 seconds.
They just pulled their stars and put 5 garbage dudes. They put 5 third stringers in.
Unless they got a party bus to the 40-40 club, ready to wait.
What I'm saying, they're down by 13 points.
So they a minute left. I mean, come on.
They also doubled the amount of assists from the last game, right?
Who, the Knicks?
So, I was watching the game, man, and they played hard.
They are playing a weaker opponent, though. That's another thing I told Av. We're starting to play better teams, guys.
We are.
Right, and that's part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like again, we, like this, like 2 weeks ago, the dude we talking about now is an MVP candidate. Now it's like trade that motherfucker for some chiclets.
No, I've always been saying, hey, the problem here, and we're gonna run into this problem, is when we start playing teams that got those 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guys that are athletic, there's gonna be problems.
And Cleveland and Detroit's one of them.
Detroit,
the Magic is one of them.
Magic, Boston,
right? Hawks was one of them the other day.
If you was to tell me after 36 games the Celtics would be a team ahead of us, I'd have told you was full of shit. But they are.
Exactly.
Because they're playing as a team.
Yep.
And guess what, guys? No matter what you say, other than Tatum and the pieces they lost was sort of like throwing. You don't never what you're going to get with Porzingis. Horford's 105 years old, but they kept a lot of the guys they had. And guess what? I always say this, guys, continuity means a big thing. When you start mixing and matching, rotating players every 2 years, every 3 years, guess what? You're the Knicks of the 90s and the early 2000s. We tried this shit, guys. But to Av's point, we ain't going to get no taller. So they got to come up with a plan. Guys like this, I'm telling you guys, that say what you want. None of us on this line are Sixer fans. We can identify that shit. But if you're a basketball fan and you got league pass and you ain't watching what these two guys are doing, shame on you.
Maxi is definitely
Maxi and Edgecombe. Maxi and Edgecombe. It's actually kind of interesting because Bishop was referencing Dumars and Zeke, and those two kind of remind me of them a little bit. I mean, I'm trying to think about a better 1-2 punch from that time period. But I mean, they're quick, they're agile, they're athletic, they can shoot, they can drive, they can get guys involved. They're pretty unselfish.
Out the gym.
And coach wise, they have a scheme, right? We have the same read and react shit we was doing 3 years ago.
The only thing I see with the issue with the Sixers is that they still have dead weight around them. They always seem to carry dead weight around. I mean, a couple of years ago it was Tobias Harris. Now it's Paul George and Joel Embiid. So what they do going forward, I mean,
this is how they're prepared though. Av, the night the Knicks lost to the Sixers, I was on their show, and Anna brought up a great point. Though Embiid had a good game, the guy wasn't jumping but an inch. And we never attacked him. We never went after him. We went all the way around him, shot 106 3-pointers, and he stood there. And nobody attacked him.
You know why?
Why?
Because he didn't get the ball. Because Brunson decided My best defense is to try to match these guys in scoring. Instead of saying, hey, we play in a high potent offensive backcourt, I need to focus some of my energy on stopping one of these guys. And we got Bridges.
Brunson's never stopped anyone. That's the thing. You
he's
keep
a
on
traffic
saying that,
cone.
Just make it difficult. You're
He's a
not
traffic cone.
You're not even
That's
putting
never-
forth, you're not even putting forth an effort. Somebody mentioned earlier when the game is on the line and they need a defensive effort, who do they sub out?
And yo, can we
Both
can
of
we
them.
Exactly.
can I say something? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I can't stand Josh Hart, right? How
Right.
much are we missing him?
Right.
Like
Again.
like yo, it's night and day. It's
Again, live.
literally night and day.
You can say what you want.
Somebody had said some shit about Brunson playing better with Hart, and I'm like,
no,
that shit might be right. I gotta watch that shit, but I'm like,
here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing, live. With all these smoke and mirrors with this coach, what happened when they went back to that starting lineup of last year?
8-1.
No, they was better. I mean, yeah,
They went 8-1.
That team won 50-something games, man. That
they
starting
went
lineup
8-1. When he finally said,
All right,
you know
guys.
what? The thing,
Okay,
I gotta get out of here.
The thing you're going to get with Josh Hart is you're going to get hustle. You're going to get movement. You're going to get rebounding. You're going to get a little of a lot from Josh Hart. He plays his role perfectly, guys. Come on.
All right.
And
So
at the end of the day, if you start Josh Hart, I don't give a shit what we added, what we mixed. Our two best players off the bench are Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson.
All right, Dom. Guys, thank you for having me on. I got to get to work now to do 2 shows, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I'll see you guys later.
You got to put it. You got to say what it is. Sooner or later, the chickens come home to roost.
Well,
Mitchell Robinson and McBride are still our two best players off the bench.
And Clarkson.
Well, you don't know what you're getting with him. Unless you never watched him play before and you got high because his name was Clarkson and he was coming to the Knicks.
He looked like
I'm a league pass junkie, and I watched him enough. He's hit or miss, guys.
Yeah, the problem with Josh Hart added something to his bag this season.
Yeah,
he
actually is shooting better, and he's actually looking for a shot. Whereas last season, teams were just loading up on everybody else and forced it and playing off of him, and he wouldn't shoot it, or he wasn't confident enough in his jump shot. So he added something to his game. So that added a little flavor to what he's bringing. So it's all hustle, and if he's wide open, he can knock that down. So now he's a bigger threat. So I will give you that. But last season, what was happening was he was a liability on offense in that starting lineup because they were just sloughing off, and he wouldn't shoot it.
With that starting lineup, Bishop, we averaged 103 points.
But he wasn't the one scoring it.
He was averaging double figures, though. It's hard for any team to say they got 5 players in double figures.
His points were coming off of driving to the basket.
I don't care how he got them. He got them.
I'm just saying. And when the teams took that away, but I'm saying in the playoffs, when teams took that away, he was a liability. Well,
you go with what you got. I mean, that's the problem now. We keep doing this. I was telling Av the other night, it's sort of like this guy's trying to prove something. I could play 10 players. And guess what? If you're playing 10 players and one guy's playing 3 minutes, 4 minutes, what are you really doing? Go with your best 8 players. That's the NBA, guys. This 10, 12-man rotation, you ain't seeing that shit, man. It's the NBA. Your 8 guys, run with them, and let's see where it gets us. You're not doing the team no justice by having R play 3 minutes.
Oh, the thing too is part of what our problem is that the offense is running through the wrong player, depending on what night it is. It's running through the wrong player, the offense. So there was nights when OG was clearly the mismatch. Clearly, they had nobody to match up with him at all. And you still don't want him to eat. You're still doing the dribble, footwork, fade away, teardrop. I got it. It looks good. You could score points, but that's not what the team needs. There's been nights when clearly the opposing team doesn't have anybody to match up with Cat.
and you still won't run the offense through him. Like that's basketball IQ stuff. And it makes the game easier for you if everybody's a threat. So any night that you step on the court, teams can't prepare because anybody's a threat. At any given point, somebody can light it up and somebody could hit a shot. So you can't game plan for that. You just got to do the best effort give the best effort that you can on defense and hope for the best. But with how we're playing, we are predictable. And
yes,
we are extremely predictable. And guys can guard Brunson. They can guard him. Like when we played the Hawks and Dyson Daniels refused to be screened and stayed in his face all night. And he just kept shooting and kept shooting and kept shooting because I want to prove that I could score against you. Yeah, you got 30 points, but we lost because you sacrificed everybody else's opportunities to get yours.
He must be listening to you, Bishop. He had 26 points on 12 shots.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's how he should be
7
playing
assists.
every night. That's how he should be playing every night. That's how he should play. Stay in that sweet spot right there. Stay in that sweet spot right there. Your 26 points will be the most impactful points because you're hitting them when we really need it. And you got all your energy and you got, your wits about you. You ain't tired because you haven't been beaten up. And I'm like, Detroit was beating him up. They were being physical with him. At that point, you got to know, hey, they've made a concerted effort for you not to beat us. So you got to do something different. And you're still trying to do the same thing over and over and over. The referees are not giving you the call. They just keep bringing in fresh bodies to beat up on you, and you still don't get it. Boston was doing the same thing. Atlanta was doing the same thing. It's like Atlanta got like 5 or 6 guys who are like 6'8" and long and lanky, and you still trying to shoot over everybody. And it's like, so everybody's standing around watching you. They got nobody to deal with Cat. They got nobody to deal with OG, but everybody's standing around watching you shoot.
You know what? The matchup tonight was just what the Knicks needed.
Right.
With Harden and Dunn in the backcourt for the Clippers.
It's 2 slow guys.
Yeah. They ain't doing nothing. They're both 1'6'3".
Well,
how big is Harden? Harden is what, 6'5"?
Dunn is a hustle. Yeah, Dunn is a hustler. He'll play D, but he's limited offensively.
Right. You had a perfect matchup tonight to get out of that 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, and Harden, he ain't playing no defense. He allergic to defense.
Yeah,
he's
never has, never will.
It's like, so it was a perfect matchup. Every W is a W.
Right.
And I can't.
If I'm not mistaken, they go on the road now.
I'm giving.
They have the Suns on Friday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm giving the coach some grace because I see what he's trying to do. Now, whether or not he can convince his captain to fall in line and play the right way, that's a different story on a consistent basis. Because you did it tonight, which means you're more than capable of doing it. Now, when I say like, if evil Brunson shows up, forget about it.
His ego is not going to let that happen, bro.
And you know.
I hate to think like that, Reg. But
yeah. You can clearly see
like that.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
He'll have this game, and 5 games later, he's doing the same evil Brunson shit. Stop it already. Like, somebody got to say something to this dude.
Exactly. That's where the coach
daddy
comes
ain't saying
let me ask you guys a question.
Can y'all hear R?
You hear me?
I hear you.
Oh,
you hear R?
Reg just said he heard me.
I hear you.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you perfectly fine.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying, can you hear R?
Yes, I hear R.
I hear R.
Okay. Can you hear me, Dumb?
Now I got you, R. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go. Let me ask you guys a question about Brunson and his defense and whatnot.
Ooh.
Is it a case of him not being a good defender, or is it a case of most of the time the guards he's defending being taller and he's at a disadvantage?
That wasn't the case against Philly.
It's more that.
That wasn't the case against Philly. And it wasn't the case tonight either.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Defense is effort. So
right.
What that means is you don't have to stop the guy. You just have to make it difficult for them to score.
Right.
Okay.
Make it difficult.
Right.
You
don't the same thing with Towns.
Gotcha.
Towns is 7 feet, guys.
Right.
Yeah, but that shit is blasphemy with Towns.
Thank you,
Lon. Like that shit is like it's blatantly like it's almost You know, excuse me for using this word. We're gonna go back to the old school. That shit is blatantly retarded. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's
shade
like
to
a
the handicap,
motherfucker
right,
is
Lyle?
not in the film room going, dog. Why is you moonwalking back? Like, why the fuck is you moonwalking against a motherfucker coming at you? Like, stop. Take 2 or 3 steps back and stop.
Again,
like, you know what I'm saying? That drop defense shit it don't mean drop all the way to the fucking basket.
Right.
Live.
Like, especially if you only got 1 foul in the whole fucking game.
Well,
like play some fucking defense.
Live, you was around on the Bleed Blue show years ago when I said, damn, the Knicks should get Towns. Oh, man. Him and Tibbs didn't get along. I said, well, he's a grown man now. Now I feel bad. But guess what? And I ain't going to say it no more.
What's that
What
noise?
is that? Yeah.
Not me. That's me parking. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, it's I can't keep if your team that you're on invested 5 years worth of draft picks because they know they needed a center, and you come to the New York Knicks, and what was y'all thinking y'all was getting? Willis Reed? No, the guy has never played defense, man.
So some of this stuff is just you don't have to stop the player. You're 7 feet tall. Stand there. On offense, he's very mobile. So I gotta imagine that on defense,
of course.
he can move his feet. I gotta imagine that because I see him put the ball on the floor from the 3-point line and drive all the way to the basket off the dribble.
It's a lateral thing, man. It's the ankles. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got the ankles for the north and south.
He's Euro stepping. He's Euro stepping sideways. He's making some pretty incredible moves for a guy his size. So I gotta think that you should be able to stand your ground. Make the defender, like when Fox was coming at him, make him go around you.
I believe that.
Contest the shot as he's going up.
I agree.
You long enough to contest the shot. But
I agree.
What you're doing is you keep backing up. He's just pulling up for a teardrop. And
that's it every time. 3 times. He did that 3 times. They ran that fucking play 3 fucking times.
They ran that play 12 times. 12 times.
He's just not coordinated.
No, he hit that motherfucker in the fourth quarter 3 consecutive times. Right.
How many times have we texted each other during the game and said, look at this dumbass foul? How many times have we done that?
Call his ass Captain Ahab because he
I'm just saying I understand what Bishop's saying. He looks like Earl Monroe with the ball, and then he looks like Karl Anthony Towns without the ball. He's just a bad and he's not I hate to say this, guys. I always say Egg McMuffin. His basketball IQ is an Egg McMuffin. Because if you get that many same fouls every game, something ain't right with you. Serious. Well, there's something between your ears that just ain't working.
That might be his brain. That might be his new nickname. Can't get right.
Can't get right. Cheese bus.
When you look at Cat, right?
Cheese bus. Last window, nigga with a helmet on. Cheese bus.
When you look at Cat, there's some plays that you look at him and it's like, yo, did he just do that? Because he's an incredible passer. Like he's incredible when he's got the ball at the high post and dudes are cutting and he's finding dudes for open layups. He's finding Bridges cutting to the basket.
We ain't got no problem with that dude on offense, man.
Bishop, like, I'm 60 years old, man. There's some things that I do
except
to
for the hook.
Right. I mean, well, I'm 60 years old. If I could just run across the street, I'd be like, shit, I'm winning. Well, guy, he's just uncoordinated. He just looks so.
This foul baiting thing that he's got going on, this foul baiting thing where he's trying to get the referees.
He ain't getting it.
It's like, dude,
exactly.
Just play ball. Just play.
I'm
ball.
Almost to the point though, Bishop, where when he's arguing on the other end of the court, I'm like, good. We don't need his ass on the defensive end. He's just gonna get in somebody's way. Stay down there and argue with the.
Keep his ass down the block. Don't even run back. Just stay down here.
When you look at him, you be like, something ain't right, man. Serious. I mean, I'm not saying retarded like live. Be honest, guys. There's times you look at him and you be like, what What am I?
No, it's
How can
IQ.
somebody do the
Let's be
same
politically
shit over
correct.
and over
Fucking
again?
IQ, right? You know what I'm saying? Like either that or some baby
Hey,
shit, some like baby rattler shit. Like
yo,
I don't want to play. I don't want to play this
I'll be
kind of
honest.
fucking defense.
I'll be honest.
Right?
He does kind of look like a bit on the spectrum at times. I'm like, yo.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm serious. I got to the point where he's arguing with the ref. I'm like, there's somebody coming down court that's really not an offensive player that we don't really have to worry about. Let him stay down there.
Let him stay down there
without giving up a foul. You know,
right?
I don't understand how he never gets a tech. Man, they gave Rasheed Wallace techs for looking at the ref.
Mm-hmm.
This guy gets away with howling and barking and
everything.
Yeah, little baby, man.
He don't get no text because it sounds sweet. Yeah. Oh my god.
It's a foul. It's a foul.
That's a foul.
I'm going to bed, man.
Yeah, it's a foul.
Brothers,
right? It don't sound menacing because if he was barking, he'd be at the game already.
Think about that. He'd be yelling and wailing.
She from Philly.
Yeah.
He's like, yo,
Kratz High
screaming
School.
on him.
Hey,
no.
What do you think about the return of Mr. Dolan back in the media, giving his thoughts?
Oh, he's a clown. The night he does that, we get waxed by 33 points.
Right.
How about you just shut up? All right, just shut
right.
up.
Just stay out the lamp.
You got hoodwinked. You got hoodwinked. Just say it and forget it. Just shut the fuck up.
Right. You took somebody else's gun.
I started thinking today, guys, and please, I don't want to take this left, but I started thinking, man, New York has got hoodwinked twice. They got Mike Brown, who came in here with this Wheel of Fortune bullshit, and it ain't working. Then you got a mayor who said shit gonna be free, and 2 minutes later, the bus and train prices went up. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was the okie doke. That was the banana in the tailpipe.
Exactly. Thank you, Live. That's the first thing I thought. Boy, they went for the banana in the tailpipe.
Well, the crazy part is he came into the office and was talking about the last dude, like as if he gonna make things better for everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you don't control the MTA, you don't control rent prices, you don't control any of that stuff. So
no.
And he said he was a socialist.
Right.
Like he bringing Bloomberg back.
Then he has a press conference talking about nobody asked him about the getting this guy out of Venezuela. Worry about potholes, buses, and free sandwiches at the bodega.
Yeah.
Your clearance isn't that high, bro. Sit down and shut the fuck up.
Bring back the ices at free lunch. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing.
But that was funny, the first person I thought about was you.
Yeah.
You're one of the last guys I know in New York, you and Dave. I'm like, man, 3 days after this guy goes in office, the fares went up.
I couldn't even believe that shit. I was like,
and I just finished telling Anna and them the other night, guys, I'm going to go to New York. We're going to go to a game. They said, well, you don't want to drive, Dom. I said, well, I'll park my car and get on the free bus. They were like, shit, the fares went up. I was
Exactly.
like, what?
Exactly.
They said, yeah, the fares
as soon as he got elected, they went
I
up.
said the same thing live.
That was like a welcome to New York.
Banana in the tailpipe, man.
Banana in the tailpipe.
He got elected.
I'm starting to think, you got to move, man. I'm starting to feel for you. You got to get out of there.
It's long. I'm playing on.
Speaking of that, I have a question for you, Tom.
Can't hear her.
You can't hear me?
No, there's something wrong with my system.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? R?
I can hear you.
I can hear you too. Yeah.
All right. So my bestie is considering moving down to Charlotte.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, what is a reputable like realtor down there?
I know I can't tell you that. That's for damn sure.
Well, actually, I'm in Charlotte.
Oh. Yeah.
And there's plenty of reputable. What are they looking for? They're looking for a house. They're looking for an apartment.
Well, it's actually for me. I'm looking for an apartment. My friend, she has a whole family she has to move. So, that's a whole nother story. But I was just, I would be looking for like a 1-bedroom apartment. And I was looking on like apartments.com and whatnot. I don't mean to take up that much time. But I just wanted to ask, because I want to start looking. I want to see what's available, and I know it's way within my budget because I'm, I saw a 1-bedroom for $700. I was like, what?
Well,
What?
that depends on where it is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Don't be fooled by that, because the further you move from, the further the apartment is from, like uptown Charlotte, the stadium, the Speedway. Yeah, you're gonna pay less, but you got to drive further to get uptown. And if you don't mind, it's not like high traffic.
I don't have a car, so I would need to be somewhere within.
No, you would have to get a car. No.
I was getting ready to say, I'm like,
No,
damn.
you got to get a car.
Wow.
There's no
Trying to
public
move to the south
transportation
with
like
no
that.
car.
Yeah, there's no public transportation like that, and the insurance is low. You have plenty of parking. You don't have to worry about that. The apartments have parking lots,
Right.
so that's not an issue. But you got to drive. You got to
Okay.
drive unless you're gonna be paying like Uber out and Uber
Oh, yeah,
down
no.
here.
Out the rectum.
Okay, I was just wondering. That's maybe something that someone can connect. Get connected with me or friend request me or whatever. Because I'm going to be looking into it. Because my sister's moving to Cape Hatteras, so and my bestie wants to move to Charlotte. So
I can hear you now, Ev.
Charlotte.
You're moving to Carolina?
Well, my bestie and my sister are moving to Carolina, and I told my bestie, who is basically my sister, I said, wherever you go, I'm going. So you got to let me know. So her family's in Charlotte, so I'm looking, and I probably will have Section 8, which I know, please don't judge me, but
hey,
I'm disabled.
Look, give me guys. You want me to give me Section 8? I'll come back to New York.
I live in Connecticut, but I got approved for Section 8. I just have to wait for it to kick in.
Beautiful thing.
But when it does kick in, I want to take it to North Carolina. Charlotte area. So anyways, I'm sorry. That's all I wanted to say.
I think there's something called this interstate compact, Ev.
Oh yeah. I will have to get together and talk about that. But I just wanted to ask, because I know that's something that I'm looking into, because it's just ridiculous here in Connecticut. Like the rent prices are so disgusting. It's there's one place that's opening.
Don't come to New York. Don't come to New York. Then that's for damn sure.
What? There's a 3-bedroom there. It's crazy. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, the further you move away from uptown, the more value you're going to get for your money.
Right.
Everything is within driving distance. It's just a matter of what your threshold is. If you want to live close to uptown, uptown is more like younger folks. You can still have access to the stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't want anybody with kids. I'm going to be 54. Well, next year, but this year actually.
No, I'm just saying, like young college grads, young, bar hoppers, stuff like that.
Oh no, so I need like people that go to like
sleep at a certain time. Don't make noise.
I'm old. I mean, I'm not old, but I feel old. Anyways,
so they have areas out here like Mint Hill is a nice up and coming area. Harrisburg is a nice up and coming area.
You have to send me a friend request so we can talk about it more. But I just have a question. I don't mean to change the subject. I know you don't have a lot of time. What the heck is going on in Venezuela? Like seriously.
Well, we went in there to stop the fentanyl from the fentanyl lab.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, we went.
That's fentanyl with earmarks.
We invaded Venezuela so that we could stop them from sending all of their fentanyl. But in the meantime, there's some oil here that
I'm so confused.
Right next to the fentanyl. Said, exactly. We didn't know it was oil out this motherfucker. Right?
Yeah, let's just help ourselves to that.
Right. I mean, I'm not worried about it. You know me. I study quantum mechanics. I'm big into quantum physics, quantum mechanics. So none of this shit bothers me. But I'm just like you can't even make this up. Like what? What?
Just wait. In another few years, we might be in a dictatorship. Just wait.
No,
so,
stop.
you know,
I'm glad I can hear y'all now.
I'll be on a different frequency, so y'all can live in the muck. I'll be living
y'all need to stop, because it was only a minute ago everybody and their mother wanted this guy out of power. It ain't even about him not getting. It ain't even about him being taken out of power. It's about who did it. Nobody else wanted to do it. They've had bounties on this guy's head for years, and nobody went and got his ass.
No, you can't.
And guess what? For you, let me finish. For you historians, 36 years to the day, we took another drug dealer out of power. Manuel Noriega in Panama. 36 years to the day. Come on, this guy has been flirting on thin ice for a long time. Not to mention what he's doing geographically.
That can't be
supporting Iran, Russia, people that are our enemies. And y'all, if y'all are happy with that, God bless you. I will never tell nobody how to feel.
No, I don't care
how to act. I'm just giving you a couple of facts. This guy had to go. He's gone. You know who you need to ask what's going on? Maybe we should all take a ride to Venezuela and see how they feel today.
Listen. You can't use that as the go-to every time he does some batshit crazy stuff.
I can't hear y'all again. Damn.
You can't use that as the go-to to say, "Oh, it's just because it's him that people don't like it." No, it's not just because it's him. It's because this shit is like out of control, and he's moving this country towards a dictatorship. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
But
that's what they're doing.
Can I say just one thing?
To close your eyes and put your head in the sand and act like, oh well, people are only doing it because it's him doing it. Nah, dude. Nah, you can't use that excuse. That can't be the go-to for every time this dude does something that's off the wall.
Right.
That can't be the go-to.
But let me ask you this: why now? Why? I mean. Please help me understand. I didn't see anything on January 6th, first of all. Okay. I didn't see anything about January 6th, I should say, on January 6th. I saw it today. Also, the Epstein files. Like, is this to cover up the Epstein files?
It's a distraction. It's a distraction.
Right. And I know sociopaths. My stepfather was a sociopath. Right. My ex-husband was a sociopath. I get it. They will burn it all down to save their own ass. So I am like, okay, do what you got to do, but like tone the crazy down a little bit. Holy shit.
So if we go by Dom, if we go by your logic and say, hey, this dude is
I can only hear Ev talking.
A bad hombre.
Then he goes out, so I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me, Ev?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear nobody but you.
Oh.
Yeah. Anybody else talking?
I can hear you, Mister. I can hear everybody.
Actually. It's the solar storm. I'm just saying.
So again,
Apple products.
The excuse or the logic that this guy's a bad guy and this and that. So we're gonna make up that they're sending fentanyl to the U.S. We're gonna blow up boats and so forth and so on, and eventually go into the country. We don't say anything about fentanyl or how we stop fentanyl from coming in here, but we just start talking about oil.
Right.
We just start talking about oil and start talking about we're gonna hold this guy accountable for drug trafficking, but we got the oil. We're holding this guy. We arrested him and his wife, but we got oil, and nothing about fentanyl.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense to me because this is what sociopaths do. This is what they do. They create chaos. Yep. If anybody, and please forgive me, I know you got to go soon. Please look up Elizabeth April on YouTube, please.
Okay.
She is an intuitive psychic who is like astral protection. She does that. She's a certified remote viewer. Please look her up. She remote viewed Venezuela. She remote viewed Trump. She remote viewed all of it. Her name for Trump is the bringer of chaos. I'm not kidding. So please do that. And in your free time, Elizabeth April on YouTube. She's a really pretty girl that you'll see. She talks on about everything. And it's quantum mechanics. So if you don't know what quantum mechanics is, well, welcome.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. She has a whole bunch of videos and she goes live. She's coming to New York soon, actually. I really want to go. But she lives in Canada. But I'm serious. She remote viewed Venezuela. This is nothing to do with Trump. Trump is the face. This is the people that control the currency. This is the shadow government, if you want to call it. Please do that for me, and then maybe next week you can relate what I.
We'll see.
Every day.
We'll see. All right, guys. Yes. Oh, good, bro.
No, I'm just saying that's just no doubt. I'm all about knowledge and
of course
learning what really is going on. And I found her, and I'm like, okay, so this is wild. But anyways, this has been an awesome show, and I please, Dom, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, if he can't do it, I would even pitch in to pay for the whatever do you call it, whatever this is.
StreamYard. Okay.
Yeah. Or
okay.
But there are others too, there's like teams, there's teams there, anyways. But I just wanted to say I really look forward to these, and I hope that more people will start coming and watching.
They will once I upgrade it and see how much it's going to cost. I'll try to kick it up a notch.
Yeah,
that's where we should all get together, and not leave just the burden on you.
Right.
It's sure everybody got $5-10. I mean,
right. I would put in $20. I have Cash App.
And especially some retired military people that drive around Mercedes Benzes.
Fucking guy.
Drive around the latest Mercedes Benzes. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
If
I
you
can't
know
see any
anybody
faces,
like that,
I don't even know who you're talking about.
But I'm saying
talking about me, Ev.
If you know anybody like that,
wow.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you know anybody like that, you might be able.
Hold on a second. Let me see. I think Roland wanted to say something. He wanted to ask a question.
No, I was just going to follow up on some of the points that Bishop made. I didn't know that a federal indictment is international law, allows you to kidnap somebody from another country. And if you're talking about cocaine, the last time I checked, Colombia #1, Bolivia is #2, Peru is #3. Just the 3 biggest markets of cocaine in the world.
Exactly.
And even though they can talk about Noriega was just a middleman, because the last time I remember, why are they going after him when they should have went after Pablo Escobar or the Cali cartel?
Well, they did actually. They did go after. Matter of fact,
stop the flow of cocaine.
We're the ones that got him. If you remember, we're the ones that killed him.
That ain't stopped the flow of cocaine.
No, I don't think we're ever gonna do that. Ronan.
Even that.
I don't think we're ever gonna do that. I just think this guy stepped on it. He was an illegal president, and
whose terms?
Again, it was long. It was terms long before this presidency. They've been having a bounty on this guy back since who?
I don't think they even had an election. They didn't even have an election.
Who put the bounty on this guy?
Biden.
That's the question.
No, Obama first. Obama, Biden, Trump.
They got a problem with them because this has always been my issue with these, whatever country want to do, whatever they want to do. They don't have the right to tell people how to run their country, because if they did it here, then they'd be saber rattling, all that stuff like that. So if they want to be a democratic socialist country, that's their choice.
So
that's their choice.
I do.
Ronan, you gotta ask yourself, where was this oil going?
Exactly.
Well, we know where it was going.
Where was it going? So was it going to Russia and China? It was going to
Iran.
places. And
Russia,
Iran,
China, all the countries that they deem their enemies.
So again,
that's their call. But that's their call.
I can sell this oil to whoever I want to sell it to.
I
can
agree.
sell this oil to whoever I wanted to.
I get it.
You try to dupe the American people and say that they're shipping fentanyl in, and we're catching single boats with fentanyl that enough to kill a whole country. We're blowing up these single boats or these speed boats because they're bringing fentanyl in the country. Then you go in there, and the only thing that you can talk about is the oil. The oil.
I agree with you.
Oil.
100%, Bishop.
We didn't find any fentanyl. We didn't find any fentanyl labs. We didn't find no fentanyl labs.
Right.
We ain't showing pictures of them blowing up fentanyl production centers and so forth and so on. Only thing I see is oil distilleries, oil, and that's all they're talking about.
But you see, like I said before, and I'm gonna leave it at this because we're gonna be on different sides. Let's all take a ride and see how happy the people in Venezuela are.
It doesn't matter. It's none about this.
It's not this country's choice to decide who runs that country.
Somebody had to do it.
Thank you.
But
why?
Ronan, every administration before this wanted this guy out of power. Not one person questioned it.
I'm not questioning that either. I'm not disagreeing with you on that either.
Right.
They've been sanctioning this country, but they've been sanctioning this country.
Dictator's gone. Okay. Hey,
that's America's. They're determined that. So I don't care what he did or whatever stuff that. That's their choice. First of all, when that country was run by quote unquote individuals who could pass a white, that country was hemorrhaging money. The economy was crap. That's why they're down in Venezuela, down in Florida, the same, just like those Cubans. They could pass a white. They were living they were living a high in the hog. Everyone else was living in abject poverty, and no one had a problem with that until you have someone else who was born there, indigenous to that place with Chavez. I don't care what his politics was, what it was. When he came into office, and you can go look it up, the economy went up because they decided to do with their oil, their resources, to do with what they want. And that's their choice.
And that's what the U.S. had the problem with. The U.S. had the problem with
exactly.
They could not dictate. They could not dictate, and they could not get this guy to basically bend to the U.S.'s will. So he could be a dictator, a democratic, or whatever the hell he wants. He didn't want to bend to the U.S.'s will, and they wanted their independence, and they didn't want to be subjected to U.S. domination. So he decided that we'll make up some shit and say, hey, they sipping fentanyl here. It's fentanyl, it's drugs, and it's killing all of the Americans, and so forth and so on. And I ain't seen not one damn thing about fentanyl since they illegally went into that country and took it over. Not one thing.
Why did they want him out of power before this?
Because he wouldn't bend to the U.S.'s will. He wouldn't bend to the U.S.'s will.
That means a combination of different administrations wanted him out because he didn't want to bend to our will.
That is correct. With the oil. With the oil. What was the other reason?
I'm not saying
what was the other reason?
Part you're saying is correct.
So you trying to tell me? You trying to tell me? No, I'm saying you trying to tell me that America cares so much about how the Venezuelan people are living. So they say the Venezuelan people are living the same way that Cubans are living, just fine.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So what's so different about Venezuela and Cuba? Why didn't we go in and invade Cuba? Because they living under a dictator. They living under a dictator because guess what? Does Cuba have oil? Cuba has natural resources like that.
We said the same thing about Iraq.
That's just like he keep talking about Greenland. Keep talking about Greenland and Denmark. You know why he's talking about Greenland and Denmark? Because of the natural resources that they have, and he wants to control it. He's trying to duplicate what China has done since the 80s. China has been playing chess, and the U.S. has been playing checkers. China has gotten their hands on all of the natural resources. They got their hands on them. They got their feet on the ground. They didn't go to Africa and take it over. They went to Africa and they partnered with some of these tribes and partnered with some of these countries. So now they got access to all of the things that are going, all of the natural resources that are in these countries. The same thing Russia was trying to do in Ukraine, because Ukraine has the lithium, things for the lithium batteries. They got the natural resources there in Ukraine. So you can complain and say, oh, they killing people and this and that. How many people have you killed since you started this illegal invasion in Ukraine? It's got nothing to do with people. It's got to do with the natural resources, and you want to be able to control it. That's it. That's
so
it.
let me ask you a question. Where's safe? Where is safe?
Nowhere.
If all of this is
nowhere.
Mars. This is insane. This is total insanity.
And people keep moving the bar and saying and providing justification and excuses and this and that. So when we get to the point where we're no longer having fair elections, because I've decided that the only person capable of running this country is me, and the only person who can manage the money is me, and the only person who can make the right decisions is me, and the only person who's capable of anything intelligent is me. That's the groundwork for a dictator. And then you'll come to us and say, well, you know what? He's a dictator, but that's just what this country needed. It's only because it's him that we're kicking the.
We live in a weak ass society, Ronan. You can blame whoever you want. It's a weak ass society where people can sit here and say, I don't want to follow the law. I don't want to do this because I don't like you. So I'm going to do whatever I can to just say, you know what, like you're talking dictatorship. What about total fucking chaos? People trying to unask fucking cops and come on, man. We got to stop with all this.
What are you
shit.
talking about?
Listen,
what are you talking about?
let me.
Hold
on. Time out.
I don't got to pay attention to the law no more because some congressman told me I don't have to pay attention.
Okay,
I don't got to follow no laws.
Time out. I'm gonna end this.
Really?
I gotta end. Yeah. Really, I gotta end this.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even say anything. I was quiet for the last.
It's not even because of that. I have.
Time's up.
Time is up. Time constraints. Sorry about that, guys.
What time is it?
10:30. 10:31.
Time constraints, brother. It ain't nothing about your conversation. I mean, I loved it. Trust me. We could continue this another time, probably next week and whatnot. We can get into this more.
Yeah,
but find out how much a longer package or a larger package is. Maybe we can split the cost.
All good. I'm gonna take
a larger package. What are we talking about?
Yeah, boy, yo.
No, to get more people or a longer time.
I'm limited to like 10 people, but
let's phrase it differently then.
Well, listen.
Oh my God, I just got it.
She finally got it. She finally got it. She finally got it.
I want to thank all you guys for participating tonight. That's hilarious, by the way.
Send me a friend request. I don't even know what you look like. Please send me a friend request. And Ronan, please send me a friend request. And Dom.
Live.
Yes, send me a friend request, please.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
I need
good night, good people. Good night.
Good night, guys.
That was priceless. The pause that you had before you got it, it was priceless.
Later, y'all.